It's now time for a KBRF video sports streaming presentation. Today's game is brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. The Viking Cafe and the Viking Cafe keys to the game. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapies Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otter Tail Coaches. Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's. FM Bank. Service Food. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. American Legion Post number 30 of Fergus Falls. Lake Country Graphics. LB Homes. And by Running Stitches Embroidery. Now let's head out for the pregame.
Hey, we're on the air. Welcome to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena, where Fergus Falls is taking on East Grand Forks in girls hockey this afternoon. And these two teams played a week ago Friday up in East Grand Forks. The Otters lost that one by a score of 8-1, so they're hoping to bounce back from that one. The Otters are coming off a nice win over River Lakes here last week, so that was a good win for the Otters against the River Lakes Stars. That score was 5-3. 2 goals from Aubrey Nelson, 1 from Hannah Johnson, 1 from Maddie Brimhall. So a good effort here in the Central Lakes Conference win. The Otters are 5-5 on the season, 4-0 in the section or in the Central Lakes, and 3-0 in the Central Lakes Conference. So they've had a good start to this season. And again, Otters coming off that. Pardon me, the River Lakes win was 4-3, but that was on Tuesday. And so they were hoping to play on Thursday as well, but that one got, of course, no one played on Thursday night. Enjoyed listening to Craig Olson and head coach Vattenstall this morning on the Coaches Show with Craig Olson. Otter boys with a nice win last night against Little Falls back in Section 6A, and that was by a score of 4-3. So hats off to head coach Mike Donahue and the Lady Otters in that win. So a good effort, and the Otters looking to get things going. And again, this East Grand Forks team beat Devils Lake 5-0 in Devils Lake on Tuesday, so they played last Tuesday as well. Looking forward to this one. It's not a section game. It is just a grudge match here. Again, the Otters losing up in East Grand Forks by a score of 8-1, and they hope to turn the tide here this afternoon. 1 o'clock puck drop. Billy Lammers is our game side engineer. He's running the camera here right now. Zamboni doing its work out there, getting things ready. And again, Otter Tail Telecom is our sponsor of our scoreboard. And I'm here all afternoon with some Otter hockey. We'll take a break and come back with more on our pregame show after this timeout.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Otter Tail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Otter Tail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
It's Otter Hockey today on AM 1250 KBRF, also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the Fergus YouTube channel. I'm joined by Isaac Vatnsø, head coach of the Lady Otters. And we get a chance at East Grand again today. We lost to them 8-1 up there. It was kind of a crazy game. But let's talk about our River Lakes game. A lot of fight in the girls and a good performance.
Yeah, it was fun to be able to get that win. It was fun to be able to come back, too. You know, shows the resilience of the girls. We've had a couple games like that where we were able to come back victorious, and especially after that Thief River game, you know, tight game, 0-0, and then losing in overtime by 1. It was nice to be able to have them come back, get those 2 goals late, and come back with a win.
That was a lot of fun. Hannah Johnson got the tying goal, and then Aubrey Nelson scores too. And it was fun to have a complete team. You're still, you got Brooke back, you got Hannah back. I know. What's the situation again with Atlee Scholl? She had an early season injury, right?
Yeah, she had a early season injury, and we've just been kind of getting checkups with her. And I think here we'll kind of figure out here towards the end of December of whether or not she's going to be ready to go. So hopefully she is. And then we just had they had to re-break Sem's arm to get her back to normal, and she's in a cast right now. So. Hopefully here coming into March, February, we'll have a full 100% full roster.
And having Brooke Zierden back too, and she's played good minutes too, filling in various roles. She can play up front and defense.
Yes, and we're trying to really get some good scoring opportunities. She's a big body. She has a good shot. She sees the ice well. She's patient with the puck. So hopefully we can get something to click. And we changed up the lines a little bit too coming into today just to see if something else would kind of spark an overall team change too.
Now we play East Grand Forks. We lost to them 8-1 up in their barn last Friday night. But it's fun to get another crack at them. And, we know we have Gelman and Schultz, 2 of their best players, really good Section 8 players. But what do you look for in our Viking Cafe keys to the game?
Well, I think first thing is we got to really start communicating. These girls are learning a lot. And if you're silent and you don't even know where you're maybe supposed to be, and then you're yelling and no one else is talking, and then they don't know where you're going to go, it just causes a lot of confusion. We kind of start slapping and throwing the puck around, and then we start, kind of just scrambling a little bit. So communicating is going to be a very, very, very big thing. Being hungry for that puck and moving to the open girl when we have that opportunity to do so instead of trying to do it individually. So I think communicate, moving that puck and being able to make sure that we're hungry around the net too, I think is going to be a big thing.
Now, Olivia Jurgens came back and played well against River Lakes in that win. And LSM, she's played well here, too, down the stretch. She'll get the start today.
Yep. No, I'm looking for big things here with Ella today, and I think if we can keep the girls to the outside, make sure we get good sticks on the girls who can get some shots, I think it's going to help us a lot and help Ella as well. And that's really kind of been our probably our biggest, strongest suit when we talk about controlling the game. It isn't necessarily that we're playing tic-tac-toe and the other team can't touch it, but we're trying to control where they go, and when they try to get to the middle, we can stop them. So hopefully today that is what we continue to do and keep things to the outside and help the goalies out as much as we can.
Talk about the slap. There's a structure. You play within structure, but you still just got to play hockey, don't you? And just use your instincts.
You do, yes. At some point, you just got to play. There's 8 million things that we could talk about. And Coach Donahue and I were talking this morning. We were over at the coaches show. And when he was playing up at Bemidji State, he said his coaches say that hockey is a simple game with complex people. Right? So, I think it's just one of those things where you just got to know what's in front of you, play to win your shift, and it's a game of mistakes. It's going to happen. You just got to play. You can understand where the majority of the time you got to be and what you need to do, but at the end of the day, you just got to play hockey, like you said.
All right, let's have a go on, Isaac.
I appreciate it, Mark. Thanks.
All right, Isaac Vatnsø, head coach of the Otters, will come back with more after this break.
La 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 la, fabulous savings have arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. The Chevy Red Tag sales event continues on select Chevy Equinox, Chevy Trailblazer, and Chevy Silverado vehicles, where you can take advantage of substantial discounts or 0% APR for 36 months for well-qualified buyers. Contact the sales team at Minnesota Motor Company for details. Chevy, together let's drive. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. And a great night last night for the Otter boys, winning 4-3. That was a lot of fun in that game against Little Falls. Again, that is a section game once again. But the Otters ended up giving up a couple shorthanded goals, but they got a power play goal of their own. And Brody Crine had a goal, 2 for Brand Sherman. Luke Johnson added a goal in that one too. So it was a good night for the Otters. Let's see if the Otter girls can continue their winning ways here this afternoon. And again, just about a week ago, these two teams played, and it was a win for the East Grand Forks Green Wave by the score of 8-1. And the Otters again here looking to get things rolling here. We're going to take another break. We'll come back with more here on our pregame show. We'll come back with our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups.
Your holiday gift guide has arrived at the Minnesota Motor Company. Now through December 27th, purchase a full set of GM 4-liners or schedule a complete vehicle detail and get a $100 car wash gift card. Looking for a deal on car washes? Purchase a $100 car wash gift card and get $20 free. They have a gift for all the drivers on your list. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
It's time for the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by the Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. The Green Wave with a record of 8-5. They're giving up 2.38 a game, scoring 3.23. Their power play at 9.7%. Their penalty kill at 81%. The Otters 5-5, undefeated in the Central Lakes, 3-0 in the section. 2.4 goals per game. We want to see that number higher, and 3.4 goals against. Power play at 16%. Penalty kill at 70%. All right, here's your lineups for East Grand Forks. It'll be number 30, Reese Kasager. Kasager, a freshman, 4-2 on the season, 2.17 goals against, a 9.16 save percentage. One defenseman, Brooke Heck. She wears number 25. She is a junior. The other defense, number 12, Ava Kleinwachter. Kleinwachter, a senior as well. And they really juiced up the front line here. Hellman played defense last time these two teams played, and they are moving Addie Gelman up to be right wing on the first line. She's got 9 points on the year. Left side is Peyton Varnson, 2 goals and 10 assists. And Blake Schultz, 19 points through 13 games, 14 goals and 5 assists on the season. The Otters will go like this. Ella Sim will be in goal for the Otters. Ella 3-3 on the season, 2.15 goals against and a 9.06 save percentage. She has 1 shutout. Kinsey Zenner, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. She is a sophomore. Shea Katzenmeyer, no goals, 3 assists. Steady back on the blue line, Shea Katzenmeyer. And starting up front, the Otters juggling their lines a little bit. Avery Tonneson will start on the left side. Avery, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. Right wing will be Ashton Wohlers, 1 goal and 3 assists. And for 4 points, and Hannah Johnson centering the first line, 3 goals, 2 assists, and 5 points on the year. Those are your Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. Nelson Auto Center on Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. We will take a break and come back with the puck drop. It's the Otters and the Green Wave on KBRF and on our streaming outlets.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. Mark Johnson with you, and we'll see if we can get that. We're set to go here. Hannah Johnson will take the draw here against Schultz. And the Otters are going to control the draw. They'll go to the right side. Avery Tunnison joining Hannah Johnson here on the first line. Both first and second lines are very comparable. Ashton Wohlers plays behind the goal line to Tunnison. Here's Avery with the puck, sends it out of the point to Katzenmeyer. Katz goes to the right side to Zender. Zender's going to put one on goal. Save made. Hannah Johnson on the rebound. It goes through the slot. Picked up by Wohlers. Tried to get up to the near side, and then it's picked up. And skating out with it now is Peyton Varnson. She had the playmaker, I believe, 3 assists in that game against Fergus Falls last Friday night. Picked up here by Addie Gelman. Comes out to the point to Sydney McDonald. Picked off by Hannah. She'll get it out to neutral ice. And she'll get off, as does Tonneson. Out comes Maddie Brimhall. Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey had 2 goals against River Lakes, and Maddie had a goal. Hannah Johnson had a goal. So this line will be made up of Brindley Scholl, who's going to move from center to the right wing. Maddie Brimhall is going to play center. Aubrey Nelson on the left side. The third line, Ella Dirkman will center. Brooke Zierden on the left and Katie Bergren on the right side. Here's Maddie Brimhall on the draw for the Otters against Janicki. East Grand Forks wins the draw. Puck in the corner. Sent out to DeBrito. It's got a rocket. Oh, and Rachel just had it hop over her stick. Sends it on the ice. And it's picked up now by Janicki. Here come the Otters back the other direction. No score on our Park Region telephone scoreboard. In tight. Shot there blocked nicely by Rachel DeBrito. Rachel will pick it up. Battles at neutral ice. And the Green Wave now will retreat and try to regroup in their own end. Here's Megan Berg. It pops off her stick. Picked up by DeBrito. Here's Rachel with the puck behind her own net. Rachel tried to get it to Zierden, but a stick on it by East Grand Forks. So no icing. Otters will go on the forecheck. Puck in the Otter offensive zone. With it is Berg. Tied up in the corner. Battling there is Ella Dirkman. In comes Brooke Zierden. And away with the puck is Megan Berg. Puck there, a shot on goal and a save made by the goaltender, freshman Reish Kasager. Otters will change lines here. Hannah Johnson, Avery Tonneson, and Wohlers. Face off here against Kinsley Balin. Otters are going to win the draw. Comes out to the point, near side. Katzenmeyer along the near wall will send it down to Wohlers below the goal line. Here's Lashton below the goal line. Cycles it down to Hannah. Got Avery out front. Oh, comes to the corner though. To the near side. Now to Katz. It's going to pop out and the Otters have to set back up. Otters send it back in and give the puck to East Grand Forks. Otters on the forecheck, picked off by Hannah. Now Tonneson. Avery sends one over the top of the net. Otters will change. Now they'll try to break it out and do so to neutral ice. Here's Laura Costa with the puck. Broken up nicely by Maddie Brimhall. Here's Brindley Scholl now. She'll gain the red line and get it deep. And that might, just about hopped in. Let's look at that one on instant replay as it came in on goal. And the goaltender, Kasager, hopped over the stick there, so didn't go into the back of the net. Face off. Gonna get the camera down here. Below the goal line, picked up there by McDonald. Comes out to Brindley Scholl. She sends one on net. Kasager makes the save. And here comes the green wave. Blake Schultz, and they're going to be offsides. And we're back on the radio. Sorry if we missed you there for a second. And again, here comes the face-off by Ella Dirkman. And back to the action here. All right. Puck played in over the line, and it's picked up there by Blake Schultz. She had 3 goals. She had the hat trick against the Otters. Her brother, Brock Schultz, is playing for the Sioux Falls Stampede in the USHL. Gelman, near side pass. This is a good line. Varnson. Varnson will gain the zone, gives it off to Schultz. Schultz with the puck now. She'll shoot it, and it's off the skates of Katzenmeyer, picked up by Dirkman. So the first line for the Green Wave out against the Otter, third line. And then Zender will send it the length of the ice and an icing call on Fergus Falls. So an icing call on the Otters. 13:06 to go here in the first period. And Fergus Falls right now, 4 shots on goal for the Otters, none for the Green Wave. Face-off one by the Otters. Here's Brindley Scholl behind her own goal. Will drop it behind the net. It's picked up by DeBrito. Otters turn it over, but Rachel will get it back. Here's DeBrito with the puck off to Ashton Wohlers. Out to Hannah Johnson. Here's a 2-on-1 possibility. Hannah up the left side. Hannah towards the goal line to Tonneson in the slot. Here comes Brindley Harris. Shot there. Tonneson battles over on the far side. Good stick by Avery. Hannah Johnson sends it along the wall. See if the Otters can keep the pressure on. Wohlers will get it. Sends it back to DeBrito. And then sent, picked it, and tapped back in. No score here on the Ottertail Telecom Park Region telephone scoreboard. Otters change all 4 out of 5 players there. Up the right side, now comes Aker, Jolie Aker. Shot wide left of the net. Puck down below the goal line, comes into the slot area. Shot and a save made by Sem. Scramble side of the puck. Where is it? In the slot. And good job that time. A big scrum in front of the net. Good job by Ella Sem just getting on top of that one. The Green Wave played it out front. A lot of bodies in there, and Ella just jumps on the puck. 12:07 to play in the first period. No score here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Going to have our Minnesota Motor period break coming up. Shot low on the ice there by Brooke Hecht. And DeBrito will skate it out. Here's Rachel. Pass ahead to Berggren. Here's Katie up the left side. Brooke Zierden on the right side. Otters dump it in. Here's Zierden. She'll wind. Sends one on goal, and a glove save made by Kasager. And line change here for the Otters. Otters with the last change here, so put the first line out against the third line of the Green Wave. Hannah Johnson will win the draw. Comes back to Harris. Harris. Now here's Tonneson below the goal line. Pinned up there. Good job by Avery. Hannah will come in to help. Hannah will dig it out in the corner. Brings it out to the point to Brindley Harris. Sends it back to Hannah. Let's get in that scoring area. Get in that high slot area. Puck picked up now by DeBrito. Rachel with the puck. Sends it in. It goes off East Grand Forks. Wohlers will go on the forecheck. Puck behind the net. Good job by Tonneson. Avery with the puck out front. Looking for Maddie Brimhall. Just stepped onto that. Here's Maddie with the puck. Comes out. Shot by Zender. And that will go off the skate of number 14, Kinsey Bayland. 4-3 shots right now in favor of Fergus Falls. Puck sent in. It was touched by Fergus Falls, so picked up by Zender. Here's Kinsey with the puck. Off the stick of Maddie Brimhall. Here comes Schultz and a goal. Otters didn't catch the puck, and Blake Schultz came back, and she's got a laser on a turnover. You'll see Schultz if you're watching. Number 8, she's got a really good shot. And it's 1-0 East Grand Forks here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. 1-0 Green Wave. Time of this goal is 6:18 of the period. And for Schultz, that is her 15th of the year. Unassisted goal on the turnover. Over to the far side. Here's Gelman. Centering pass up the right side. Varnson. Varnson takes it wide. Down the corner. Battling there along with Brindley Scholl. In comes Maddie Brimhall, picked up by Gelman. Puck on the side of the net. Here's Schultz with a puck behind the net. Schultz still with a puck. Sends it right out front. Shot save made there nicely by LSM. So the puck came in on tight. Backhand by Schultz out front. Schultz comes around the back of the goal and then sends it out front to Gelman, and the save made by Sem. Ellis Dirkman on the draw. It's won by the Green Wave. Here's an opportunity maybe for Zierden, but it's kept in by the Green Wave. Puck behind the net. Picked up by Kinsey Zender. Out to neutral ice. Nobody home there. Good play, though. Good stick by Katie Bergeron. And here is Blake Schultz. Right side pass to Gelman. Back to Schultz. Schultz with it now. Shot and a glove save made that time. Good save that time by LSM on the glove side. So they get a give and go right to the center of the ice. And Gelman sends a rifle, and a good save there by goaltender LSM. Green Wave win the draw. Quick shot. Save made. Sent out to neutral ice. Hustling after it. Tonneson going after it. Good forecheck by Tonneson. Here's Avery now. Back the other direction. Over neutral ice with it now is McDonald. She'll gain the zone. McDonald still on the puck. She's a defenseman. Sends her over into the corner. Comes out to the point. Shot there and a save made here by the goaltender LSM. Otters down 1-0. The shots automatically went 8-4 now in favor of the Green Wave. Maddie Brimhall take the draw on a line with Aubrey Nelson and also Brindley Scholl. Puck picked up by Katzenmeyer. Now Shea will pick it up once again right below us here. Otters trying to move it ahead. Good poke check time by Maddie Brimhall. And back with the puck comes Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey will give it back to Zender. Zender will send it in. Get a partial line change here. Otters changing quickly. D-to-D it goes. Outlet pass picked off by Zierden. Nice job by Brooke. Came right in like a house of fire and got a shot off. The puck wasn't laying flat. And away with the puck comes Aker. Jolie Aker walks in, pulls it up along the dots. Aker circles back. She's a freshman. Off the boards it goes. Zierden backhanded out to neutral ice. Puck driven in by Jolie Aker. And DeBrito will tap it over to Katie Berggren. Katie up the left side. Katie still with the puck. Out to center. Now it's going to be picked up by Zierden. Here's Brooke. She'll gain the zone. Backhand went through the slot. And then Kasager, the goaltender, gets on top of that one. And so with 8:01 to play in the first period, our score on the Park Region telephone scoreboard reads 1-0 in favor of East Grand Forks. Hannah Johnson on the draw here, wins the draw to Wohlers. Right side, try to get it to Brindley Harris. She'll backhand it there, but it's picked up there by Rasmussen. Now Hannah with the puck will send it in. We got to possess the puck a little bit more. I think we sometimes just kind of dump it in maybe a little too fast sometimes. That's just me. But here's Brindley Scholl. Near side to Wohlers. Got to find dead ice. Puck right below us. Picked up by Hannah. Here's Hannah with the puck. Send it back to Scholl. Out to neutral. Good play there along the boards by tap forward here right below us. Came off a Wohlers stick. I will keep a little pressure on here. Sticks on the ice in passing lanes. Brindley Scholl with it now. Here's Brindley Scholl. Right side. Puck out to neutral. Carried in by Katzenmeyer. Sends it behind the goal line. And away with the puck now is Kinsey Balin. Balin, good job that time by Brindley Scholl. Comes into the slot off the stick of Maddie Brimhall. Maddie sends it out to Scholl, but it comes to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey tries to get it settled down, sends a shot, but that was blocked there nicely by Balin. Good opportunity for the Otters. Otters couldn't quite hold the line. Kinsey Zender will dump it in. We'll get a partial change. And then sent out to neutral. It's going to be picked up by Katie Berggren. She'll drive it in and go on the forecheck. Puck comes out to the point to Brindley Harris. Brindley Harris, nice pass along the half wall to Katie Berggren. Katie will send it over to Brooke Zierden. Brooke will try to scoop it up on the corner, but it's picked up by Claire McDonald. Good job by Brooke, but it's going to be a penalty here on the Otters. So Fergus Falls will go to the penalty kill here. 6:13 to go here in the first period. We lost that camera again for some reason. And so face-off will be here to the left of goaltender LSM, Ashton Wohlers and Aubrey Nelson, and Rachel DeBrito and Brindley Harris. Picked up behind the goal line. Power play here. Near side is Schultz. Here's Blake Schultz. Blake Schultz down below the goal line. Give and go. In traffic and a goal. Schultz with a power play goal. So Fergus Falls gives up a power play goal. Schultz with a laser. Time of this goal is going to be at 11:05 of the period, and it's her second of the game, 16th of the year. And she'll get an assist, I believe, from Coastal. And it's 2-0 East Grand Forks. Oh, I just heard something broke out there. Hope it wasn't Hannah's stick. She needs a new one anyhow. Out to Wohlers. Played back in to the far side. And it is. Johnson back on with a different stick. Otters trying to move it out of their own end. So Schultz second of the game from Coastal, and then it's sent out. Wow, do you hear that no icing call? Now I know Hannah needs a new stick. She broke that one. Far side, Kinsey Zender sends it off the wall. 5:09 to play here in the first period. Otters trail 2-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Here's Katie Berggren to Aubrey Nelson. Popped off her stick. Aubrey along the boards. A motor. Aubrey up the left side. Good play by Aubrey. She's tough on pucks. Sydney McDonald had it momentarily. Centering pass intended for Joey Aker, goes the length of the ice, and so an icing call on the East Grand Forks Green Wave. 2-0 East Grand Forks, 4:42 to play. Shots on goal 10 for East Grand Forks, 7 for the Otters. Going to have our Minnesota Motor period break coming up in just a couple of seconds. Face-off is going to be controlled here by the Green Wave. It's picked up there by Janicki. Right side pass to Aker. These are two freshmen on this line. And also a sophomore. Shot in on goaltender Ella Sem, and Ella makes the save. .427 to play in the first period. 2-0 East Grand Forks. Blake Schultz with both goals. One unassisted and one assisted by Coastal. Otters going to win the draw, and they send it out to neutral ice. Foot race. Zierden coming in and just missing left of the net. Puck pops out. And on the goaltender, Kasager. I like the way Brooke gets right in there. Good play by Brooke. Like that toughness. And so the face-off will be to the glove side here of the goaltender, Reese Kasager. Otters going to win the draw. Comes out to Zender. Sends one back behind the net. Tonneson after it. Comes over to the far side. Picked up here and sent back to the near side. Wohlers will go back after it. McDonald tried to move it out. Gets it to the near side. Pops out to neutral ice. Picked up by Zender, and we send it back in. Near side. Puck picked up by Tonneson. Avery rips one. That'll be left of the net. Puck along the far side. East Grand Forks away with the puck. Freshman Janicki to the near side to Aker. Fans on it. Tapped. Picked up by Zender. Let's go. Here comes Wohlers. Has somebody in front of her. If we can get it out. Had Hannah streaking up the center of the ice. Puck in on Sem. Sends it over to the corner. Kinsey Zender. Puck out to neutral. Picked up by Hannah. Here comes Hannah and Wohlers. Hannah walks in. Hannah with a puck. Walking in. Over to Wohlers. Shot and a save. A good play there. Hannah found Wohlers, and Ashton got a nice shot off, but Kasager, the goaltender, with a nice save. Johnson was coming up the right side. Backhand pass to Wohlers. And Wohlers puts a shot on, and Kasager makes a nice save. Here's Maddie Brimhall on the draw. Brindley Shaw on the left. Right side is Aubrey Nelson. Puck below the goal line. Schultz is on the ice. Got to watch out for 8, 9, and 10. Can't cheat on these guys. Brindley Shaw pinches up the right side. Good job by, or Harris pinch. Good job by Brindley Shaw. Carries off to neutral. Just outside the reach, stretch hand of Brindley Shaw. He's really booking out there tonight. Puck back out to neutral ice. Maddie Brimhall gets off. And on comes Ella Dirkman. Puck picked up by Scholl. Here's Brindley. Down in the corner. Bumped off the puck, and it's controlled now by Kleinwachter. Kleinwachter will ring it off the wall to Hellman. Hellman couldn't get it out. Brindley Harris keeps it in nicely. Here comes Katie Bergen and Brooks Zierden. Puck to the near side for Varnson. Varnson will try to settle it down and move it forward, but a good stick by Katie Bergeron. Sent into the outer zone, picked up by Kleinwachter. Now Megan Berg, they'll play catch below the goal line. Comes to the near side to Varnson. Kept in there by Ella Dirkman. Now it comes out to neutral ice where Katzenmeyer will send it back in. Puck picked up by Berg as Brooke Zierden was bearing down on her. And here comes Schultz over the line, bothered by Hannah Johnson. She'll get off. Let's stretch the ice here. Here comes Katzenmeyer. Chips it ahead. Finds Tonneson. Avery circles it back. Sends it out towards the front of the net, and it's picked off there by Coastal. Puck kept in, though, nicely by Zender. Zender with a shot. Goes over the corner. Played back behind the goal line. Hannah Johnson behind the net. Tonneson. That's going to go high in the air. Hannah Johnson battling side of the net. Good pressure here by the Otters. Brindley Scholl will jump and keep it in. Good pressure here by Fergus Falls here. 1:13 to play in the first period. Puck along the near boards. Good stick here by the Otters. Tap forward. Who's going to get the puck? Otters still with some pressure. Puck out to neutral with a minute to play in the period. Sent in. Here, Hannah Johnson will hustle back after it. Johnson behind the goal line. Battling there. Trying to get rid of two Green Wave. Green Wave, they lose an edge. Aubrey Nelson will pick it up. Puck behind the net. Picked up by Scholl. Brindley Scholl to the point. To the near side. On comes Maddie Brimhall. 32 seconds to go in the period. Let's get one to the back of the net here at the end of the period. Puck kept in by Brimhall. Here's Maddie. Maddie with a puck. Gonna rip one. Oh, and a pad save made by Kasager. And then out here of the zone here with 20 seconds to play. Pass to the near side, down to 10 seconds. Maddie Brimhall walks in, shoots, and a glove save made by Kasager moving to her left. Good hard shot that time by Maddie. There we go. Little Johnny Cash, face off. You see Maddie coming up the right side, and she will rip one, and Kasager makes the glove save. Here's the face-off with 9.2 seconds to go. We lost 0.5 seconds there. 8.7 seconds to go in the period. Have our Minnesota Motor period break coming up. Face-off, won by East Grand Forks. 5 seconds to go in the period. There's a long shot by Katzenmeyer, and that is the end of the first period. 2-0 East Grand Forks on our Park Region telephone scoreboard. Shots on goal, Fergus Falls with 12, East Grand Forks with 12. We're going to take a timeout. We'll step aside and we'll come back with our Minnesota Motor period break. Minnesota Motor Company located on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. The Otters right now trail by a score of 2-0. Let's run through the scoring in the first period. East Grand Forks at 6:18 of the period. It is a 15th of the year, an unassisted goal. And that was on a turnover, and that was scored by number 8, Blake Schultz, and that's her 15th of the year. East Grand Forks at 11:05 of the period, the 16th of the year, second of the game for Blake Schultz. Have a nice pass from Laura Coastal, and that's a power play goal. So 2-0 in favor of the Green Wave. Shots on goal, 12 apiece, 12 for Fergus Falls, 12 for the Green Wave, and that's where things stand right now. So the Otters with 1 penalty in the period, and East Grand Forks didn't go to the box at all in that first period. Otter boys with a nice win last night, and coming up with a section win 4-3 over Little Falls. Tomorrow night, the Otter girls will make up a game. It's not a broadcast game, but they'll travel to Wilmer, to the Wilmer Civic Center to take on the Cardinals. That was a make-up game from the Thursday night. That'll be at 6 o'clock. And, again, that's a non-broadcast game at that as a rescheduled game. We will be bringing you the boys' Christmas holiday tournament here from the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. The Otter girls will be down at Hastings. We can preview the schedule of that one between the second and third periods. JV tonight loses by a score of 3-1. This lone goal coming in the third period by Katie Berggren, assisted by Brooke Searden. But 3-1 was the score in that one. And Jordan Anderson in goal for the Otters and played well in that one, but the Otters lose it by a score of 3-1. We're going to take another break, and we'll come back with more on our Minnesota Motor Period break. Right now, it's 2-0 in favor of East Grand Forks.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena, where the Otters trail it here by a score of 2-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. And again, the Otters giving up a power play goal and an unassisted goal on a turnover, and Blake Schultz with both of those goals here. And again, she is a really solid hockey player, very, very good hockey player here for the Otters. Last night, the Otter boys with a nice win, and as they beat the Little Falls Flyers, and take a look at some of the stats in that game. The Otters outshot the Flyers 32-18. Holden Stenstrom stops 25 of 28. They open up the scoring. Brant Sherman from Parker Tilke and Caden Zender. Little Falls answered with a couple goals from Remy Chisholm, 2 shorthanded goals, and then Brody Crine scores to tie it up at 2-2, assisted by Luke Johnson and Tanner Donahue. And then Brant Sherman opens up the scoring in the second period with his fifth of the year, pardon me. He had 2 goals in the game last night, and Luke Johnson had the assist on that. And then Luke Johnson scores an unassisted goal to make it 4-2, and then Little Falls adds one late, and the Otters are able to survive the last 10 minutes of that hockey game. Again, a good win for Fergus Falls. Again, that was a big section game, and so Fergus Falls now on a 10-day break, and they'll host Albert Lee in the opening game on December 29th of the Christmas tournament. Again, the Lady Otters will be traveling down to Hastings, and they'll play in the tournament down there. And let's update I think they play every day at 2:45, and so it'll be Fergus Falls versus, let's see, their opening game will be, let's see, that's the JV schedule. I get to the varsity schedule here. And, Fergus Falls will open up with Northfield. And then the other opponents will be Owatonna, and Fort Francis is there, and I believe Lakefield North. So some good teams in that one. But I think the Otter girls play each day at 2:45. So that'll be fun to follow that one. And then the Otter boys are at home here as Shanley comes to town, Breck Wap comes to town, and Albert Lee, who played in that tournament last year as well. Take another break as our Minnesota Motor pre-break continues. Right now the score 2-0 in favor of East Grand Forks.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. 2-0 is the score, and again a couple of goals from Blake Schultz. Shots are even though, and Otters have yet to put one in the back of the net here, but I think if we just stick with the program here. Made some adjustments to the lines as Aubrey Nelson is playing left wing now, and then Brimhall's playing center. Then Avery Tonneson moved up with Hannah Johnson and Wohlers. And so, so some changes there just to kind of shuffle the deck a little bit. So appreciate Billy Lammers as our game side engineer and cameraman. And last weekend, Dave Bishop and I went and covered the games up in Thief River Falls and East Grand Forks. A couple of tough losses for the Otters, but the Otters' most recent game was a 4-3 win over River Lakes. And we just got a berry here early. It's important to get one early in this one. Take one more break. We'll come back and drop the puck on period number 2, our score on the Park Region scoreboard. East Grand Forks 2, Fergus Falls 0, Park Region. Service beyond the connection.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Hey, we're back here. Just talking to my daughter Hannah and our granddaughter Lillian. Oh, yeah, there you are. Taking in the action. I got to get out of the way. It's a family affair here at the rink. And so watching their, that'd be her Aunt Hannah. Lillian's in the, so a lot of fun. And Fergus Falls, scoreless so far in this one. I want to remind you that Running Stitches is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. So East Grand Forks is on the ice. Otters will be out here momentarily. Just a little bit of longer chit-chat between periods. And we'll get things going here in just a couple seconds. You can see the green wave are out on the ice, and the officials are on the ice, but the Otters waiting to come out. Again, the score on our Park Region scoreboard, 2-0 in favor of East Grand Forks. Shots are 12-12. And the Otters are coming onto the ice. Fergus Falls. All right, let's get this second period going. We got to pop one in right away. We got to score early here. Score early and score often. And again, 2-0 East Grand Forks. 2 goals from Blake Schultz. Some of the Otters will be moving to my right. Freshman goaltender Reach Kasager has stopped all 12 shots she has faced. And LSM has stopped 10 of 12. Oh, here we go. Feeling bad. Twin sister Anna broke her wrist in that JV. She played 1 period of JV up in East Grand Forks. And here we go in that 3rd period. Hannah Johnson, the draw against Schultz. And let's see who wins the draw. It's going to be the Green Wave. Avery Tonneson battling. Gelman over the line. Gelman through traffic. Taken away, though, by Tonneson. Tried to get it to Hannah. It popped off her stick. Defensively now picked up by the Green Wave. They'll carry him off the glass there. Now the Otters ring the boards. Here's Hannah. Tried to move it out. Puck cops into Blake Schultz. Blake Schultz. Good poke check by Zender. And played down by Gelman. Down below the goal line. Backhanded out front. Comes out of the point to the far side. Quick shot. Save made. Rebound is loose. And a goal. And it looks like it's going to be number 9 on the rebound, Addie Gelman. And it is her 6th of the year. So Gelman on the rebound. And what we didn't want to happen has just happened as East Grand Forks scores 35 seconds into the period. That's an even strength goal by Gelman. The rebound was there. Here's Gelman again. Right side pass to Arnson. Yeah. Yeah, 9 got the, yeah. Puck played now, picked up here by Brindley Harris. Harris to the near side. Assist going to Blake Schultz and also Hecht. Yeah, Gelman with a goal, her 6th of the year. Otters trail now 3-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Puck sent over the net, picked up by Gelman. Out of the point, Kleinwachter picked out of there by Aubrey Nelson. Good hustle by Aubrey. Playing wing now. Normally plays wing. Oh, and then a poke check, and the Otters are going to get a penalty here. And it's going to be on Nelson. Time of this penalty is going to be 1:27 of the period. Tried to poke the puck away, so Aubrey goes into the box. So a power play here for East Grand Forks. So Shea Katzenmeyer along with Kinsey Zender, Hannah Johnson, and Avery Tonneson. Hannah wins the draw, and it's cleared by Zender. Puck pops out. Good job by Tonneson. Avery with a puck behind the goal line. Still with it. She's taken down. Now Hannah's going to pick it up momentarily. These guys have killed a lot of penalties over the years. Hannah battling there in the corner. Comes up on the half wall. And out with the puck now is number 20, Janicki. Freshman. There's 3 freshmen on this line. 2 freshmen and a sophomore for East Grand Forks. Aker, Janicki, and sophomore is Dronen. And so Wohlers and Brimhall will come out to kill here. 1:28 left in the 1-man advantage for the Green Wave. Maddie Brimhall on the draw here against Janicki. It's 1. Here's Berg now. Now to Kleinwachter. And then Ashton Wohlers is going to pick it off and is going to send it. Kasager will come out to play it over to the far side. Let's get a shorty here. Maddie Brimhall will ring the boards. Around to Ashton Wohlers. Here comes an opportunity up the right side. Janicki. Janicki poke checked away. Picked up there now by Aker. Comes out to Berg. Back to Aker along the near half wall. Sends one on goal. And a save made there by Sem. With 53 seconds now to play in the period, or in the power play opportunity for East Grand Forks. Avery Tonneson and Hannah Johnson come out along with Kinsey Zender and Shea Katzenmeyer. Off the draw. Otters going to win the draw. Katzenmeyer behind the net. Circles it back. Shea looking for a good outlet. Gives off to Tonneson, and she sends it. So the Otter penalty kill on. Good stick by Hannah Johnson. Picks it off. Here's Hannah walking in. A hook. Hannah draws a penalty. Good job there by Johnson. Picked off a pass. And we're going to play some 4-on-4 here for 30 seconds. And so East Grand Forks to the box. Kleinwachter. Going to play 4-on-4 for 30 seconds with 14:02 to play. Time of this penalty is going to be 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Hannah Johnson and Avery Tonneson. Good job by Hannah on the near half wall. Let's get one here on the 4-on-4. East Grand Forks sends it up ice to be picked up by Katzenmeyer. Katz drops it there for Zender. Zender chips it up along the boards. Blocked there by Hannah. Picked up. Shot blocked again, that time by Zender. Puck along the near half wall. Comes back behind the net. Otters will be killing here now, and about right now is Fergus at full strength. We have a power play shot over the top of the net. Sem makes a save, pops it out, and it comes out to neutral. Picked up by the Otters. Here's a 3-on-1. Here comes Wohlers. Now to Tonneson. Avery fanned on the shot. Otters with an opportunity. Here's Hannah near boards. 13:07 to play in the second period. Over to the far side, and then East Grand Forks is going to ice the puck. Otters had a 3-on-1 there. Here's DeBrito. She'll bring it up. Sends it forward. Caught by Aubrey Nelson. See if the Otters can get set up here. Aubrey drops it for Hannah. Hannah now to DeBrito. Rachel back to Hannah. We got to get some shots here now. Hannah down to Nelson. Nelson below the goal line. Still with the puck. Cycle low. Nelson drops it for DeBrito. Now to Hannah. Down low. Go to the net. Let's go to the net, girls. Here's Aubrey Nelson. Here goes Johnson looking for a backdoor. Go to the net. Aubrey Nelson out front. Hannah Johnson cut over her stick. Nelson gets it back. Sends it behind the net. We got to take pucks to the net. Sent back in by the Otters. Maddie Brimhall comes out, as does Wohlers and Avery Tonneson. Avery keeps it in. 11:54 to play. Rink-wide pass near side to Aker. See, Aker will gain the line. Walks in, shoots, and a save made there by the goaltender, Ellis Sem. 11:46 to play here. Our score on the Park Region scoreboard, 3-0 in favor of the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Shots on goal, 18 for the Green Wave, 12 for the Otters. Here comes the face-off. It's going to be won here by Fergus Falls. Zender tried to move it out. He's got to take a half second more at the puck and then just make the play. Good. They reverse it to the near side. It's picked up there by Braylee Rasmussen. First time we've called her name. Puck tipped, so Kasaga will come out to play it. Over to the far side. With it now is Kylie Hecht. Hannah Johnson will send it back in. After it now is Katzenmeyer in her own end. Shea goes after it. Backhands it, just about turns it over. Goes over to the far side. They center it out front. Comes to the near corner. Played back behind the goal line now. Kenzie Bayland has it taken away by Zender. They try to chip it to the near side. 10:51 to play here in the second period. Tonneson tried to find Katie Berggren. And on with the puck now is Sydney McDonald. A headman pass now to Hecht. Now Berggren will pick it up. Katie with the puck. She'll take it behind her own net. Surveys the situation. Out to the wing to Zierden. Zierden tried to chip it out to Ella Dirkman. It's played back in by the Green Wave. Shots on goal 18-12 now. We really outshot them up at East Grand. And not the case right now. We're being outshot here. Aubrey Nelson will pick it up. Aubrey will wheel the other direction. Leans in. Have to pull it back out and send it in. Zierden will go on the forecheck. Brindley Scholl out along with Aubrey Nelson. And Zierden will get off now, and Brimhall will come on. 9:54 to play here in the second period. Otters trail by a score of 3-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Near side pass comes to Rasmussen. Played back. And then Brindley Scholl will send it in on goal. McDonald will pick it up. McDonald will land the goal line. Reverses. Right side of Arnson. Brindley Scholl tries to keep it in, but it pops out to neutral where Maddie Brimhall will send it, but not deep enough. Good job by Brimhall. She thought she was going to get a penalty maybe, kind of stopped there. And offsides here on the Otters. 9:11 to play here in the second period, and the Otters now trail it 3-0 on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. 9:11 to play, face-off in front of the Otter bench. East Grand Forks wins the draw. Comes back out to neutral. Zender will pick it up. She's smothered there. Shot by Gelman, save made, and it's cleared out of there nicely by the Otters. Here's a pass ahead. Hannah Johnson up the left side. Hannah along the corner. Keeps the puck along the boards. Now it's picked up by Avery. Tonneson. Tonneson with the puck. Out to Wohlers, but it pops out. Katzenmeyer. Near side pass. And the puck is dumped in. East Grand Forks will pick it up. Kinsey Zender after it. Chelman. Good job by Kinsey. Back over the red line. And the Otters send it in. And East Grand Forks will get a free pass out of their own end. Line change, all 5 for the Otters that time. 8:19 to play in the second period. Schultz with the puck. Good play by Dirkman on her, and then good stick there by Dirkman against Gelman. Puck along the far half or right in front of the Green Wave bench. Otters trail 3-0. We're in the first period. Gelman will send it in. DeBrito out to Dirkman. We got to get some possession of the puck here. Bergeron will hustle after it. Good job by Katie. Strong up along the boards. Takes it away. Picked up by Dirkman. Out to Zierden. Brooke will gain the zone, and she'll send it in and go on the forecheck. Good hustle by Brooke. She's so strong on her skates. Good poke check that time by Maddie Brimhall. Maddie, like a house of fire. Here's Brimhall with the puck. She's going to take it to the house. Maddie Brimhall gains the zone, walks in, and rips one over the top of the net. 7:13 to play in the second period. Otters trail by a score of 3-0. Back behind the net. Sophomore number 15, Dronen. Dronen tied up there. This is a line of 2 freshmen and 1 sophomore here for the Green Wave. Kinsey Zender blew a tire. Back down below. Janicki below the goal line. Zender after it. Aubrey Nelson's going to pick it up. Overskated the puck and just taps it into the zone. 6:37 to play in the second period here on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters trail 3-0. And we'll have our second Minnesota Motor period break. And they're switching goalies. So they're bringing in number, not even on the roster. We have no 31 on the roster. Would she play it? So off the faceoff, you get called on and asked. 6:31 left to go in the second period. Ashton Wohlers trying to work it out of there. Comes out to the point to McDonald. There's a shot blocked by Hannah. Johnson, she's after it. Wohlers will pick it up, 3-on-2. Here's Ashland. Taken into the corner. Hannah Johnson along the near boards, trying to work it through traffic. Pops out to Brindley Harris. Shot, save made, rebound, still loose. Sends it out front, and a goal! On the rebound, I believe it's Avery Tonneson. Makes it 3-1. Avery with the goal for the Otters. Time of this goal is 11:04. So Avery Tonneson with her third of the year at 11:04 of the period. 3-1. Otters back after it. Wohlers with the assist. And they go on the forecheck. Back behind the goal line. Hannah Johnson battling along the half wall. It's who's going to dig it out of there. Good job by Johnson. Here's Hannah with the puck. Sends it out to Kinsey Zender. Shot in traffic. Misdirected into the corner. Otters are kind of buzzing now. Hannah below the goal line. Walks in, turn and fire, honey. Near side. They'll play it back down below the goal line. Avery. We need that. Tonneson's third of the year. What's her name? What number is that? Emma Piper in goal now. Puck out to neutral ice. Here comes Ella Dirkman. Good forecheck that time by Dirkman and Zierden. Played over the far side. Otters trail now 3-1 on the Park Region scoreboard. Picked up. Otters are skating now. It seemed like new life here in this one. Here comes Ella Dirkman up the right side. Ella checked in the corner. Kind of a high elbow that time by Schultz. DeBrito with a shot. That's sent into the corner. So sophomore Emma Piper in goal now for the Green Wave. They switched kind of midway through the second period. 4:27 to play here in the period. 3-1 Green Wave. Here's Aubrey Nelson. Good job by Aubrey below the goal line. Out to the point. Harris with a shot. In the corner. Here's DeBrito. Rachel locks and loads. That's tipped in the corner. Otters are starting to skate now. Not like they weren't skating on an icing call in East Grand Forks. 4 minutes to play in the period. And it is 3-1. Avery Tonneson's third of the year, assisted by Ashton Wohlers. We get a Otter face-off in the Otter offensive zone here. Face-off won by the Otters, picked up by Tonneson. Oh, Otters couldn't hold the line, then it's sent back in. Otters got to check back up. 3:49 to play here in the second period. 3-1 Green Wave. Green Wave Varnson in the corner. Picked up. Now Katzenmeyer will send it out. No icing. They should wave that off. She didn't skate that. They waved. Good call because Kleinwachter wasn't skating after it terribly hard. Puck popped out to Wohlers. Now in the corner. Here's Johnson with the puck. Plays it back to Tonneson. Was going to give it back, but a good defensive play by Schultz. Schultz. Now it's center ice. Now comes out to neutral ice. Here's Hannah with a puck right below us here. Couple of Green Wave there. Taken away by Gelman. Sends it in. Tapped into the corner. 3:04 to play in the period. Otters trail 3-1. Otter lone goal scored so far by Avery Tonneson. Here's Tonneson. Had it poke checked away from her. Now Zender will send it in. 2:49 to play in the period. Somebody's got to come or cover up defensively as Kenzie Zender got in the rush. Comes out to Zierden. Popped out. Block shot. Away with the puck. Now comes Aker. Jolie Aker up the right side. Smothered there by Katie Bergeron and Brindley Harris. Otters trying to move it forward and do so. No icing here as Claire McDonald will go back and pick it up. Pass to the near side off the stick of Dronin in front of the Green Wave bench. Otters trail 3-1 with 2:16 to play. Brindley Scholl rings it off the boards. Zierder's there, but it's picked up here by Aker. Sends a shot low on the ice. Pops to the near side. DeBrito after it. Picked up by Aker, sent out front. But here's Maddie Brimhall. Maddie Brimhall up the left side. Maddie Brimhall strong on the puck, right through traffic. And the Otters are going to be killing a penalty here as Brimhall picks up the penalty here. And a timeless penalty is going to be at 15:09 of the period, a roughing call. So roughing call here on the Otters. And the faceoff will be in the Otters zone here. And I see if they're going to, I don't know if they're calling anything more here, because Otters will be on the penalty kill here. Hannah Johnson and Avery Tonneson, Shea Katzenmeyer, and Kenzie Zender. Otters going to win the draw, and Zender will send it, and it's going to come out of the zone. Avery's going to hustle back after against Schultz, or against Gelman. Gelman loses an edge in the tire, or in the corner. Minute 37 to play in the period. Brimhall for a rough, and here comes Kleinwachter. She'll gain the zone. Kleinwachter up to right side, down in the corner with the puck. Their power play is at 9.7%. Puck picked up by Dronen. Pinned up along the boards. Picked out of there by Coastal. Sent over to the far side. Here's Schultz with it now. Puck in the slot, and a good save. What a save that time. Came into the bumper. And a nice save by Ella Dirkman. Puck came right into the bumper, and Ella Sem makes a nice save. Wohlers and Nelson, DeBrito, and Harris. Out high, Kleinwachter to the near side. Picked up, 2-on-1 possibility here. Wohlers up the right side, walks in, sends one on goal. Blocker save made by Piper. Comes out to Harris. Harris sends it over to Wohlers. Oh, just about a short-handed opportunity. Wohlers dumped it in, and Ashlyn was right there, or Brindley Harris sent it in, and Wohlers was right there. Puck comes out to the point and then slid over, and Wohlers puts a shot on goal. 47.9 to play in the period. Here's the draw. 55 seconds left in the Otter penalty kill. Otters trail 3-1 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's Berg with the puck. Plays it up to Varnson. Ashton Wohlers bumped off the puck. Berg will gain the zone. Berg wears number 6. Down the corner, bothered by Aubrey Nelson. Brindley Harris sends it out towards neutral. Otters trying to kill this one off. Picked up by DeBrito. Rachel will clear it. Good job by DeBrito. 18 seconds to go in the period. Use every second. Puck below the goal line. On the ice. Tonneson walks in to Hannah Johnson. Tried to catch it in the skates. She was tied up. And there's a long shot on goal with 1 second to go in the period. That is the end of the period. 3-1, pardon me, as the Otters get a goal from Avery Tonneson, assisted by Ashton Wohlers. So 3-1 is our score. Minnesota Motor brings us our period break. We'll come back with that after this timeout.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Hey, we're back here at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. The score on the Park Region telephone scoreboard, 3-1 in favor of East Grand Forks. Let's recap the scoring in this one. In the first period, East Grand Forks at 6:18 of the first period, an unassisted goal. It is the 15th of the year for Blake Schultz. Then East Grand Forks gets a power play goal. Schultz with her second goal of the night, and that was assisted by number 13, Laura Coastal. That was a power play goal. So shots on goal at the end of the first period were 12-12. And then East Grand Forks makes it 3-0 on a goal 35 seconds in, and that was Addie Gelman's sixth of the year, assisted by Blake Schultz and also by number 25, Brooke Hecht. That was a even strength goal. And the Otters get one at 11:04 of the period. It is the third of the year for Avery Tonneson, assisted by Ashton Wohlers. Shots on goal in that period, the Otters with 7 for a two-period total of 19, and the Green Wave 9 with a two-period total of 21. So goaltender LSM has stopped 18 of 21 shots. And coming in at the midway point and giving up the goal was Emma Piper. Piper came in relief of Reese Kasager, and she gave up that goal. So the combined East Grand Forks goaltending pretty solid here, stopping 20 of 21 shots. So that's where things stand right now after 2 periods of play. Otters in this one, and let's see if they can pick up a power play goal here on this one. So 3-1 is our score. We'll come back with more as our Minnesota Motor period break continues.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
So we're back at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. 3-1 is our score on the Park Region scoreboard. East Grand Forks 21 shots on goal. The Otters with 19 shots on goal. And again, the Lady Otters will play tomorrow at Wilmer at 6 o'clock. That's a makeup game. And they're still working on getting the Otter boys Wilmer game rescheduled. And they would like to have played Monday, too, but I was talking to Derek Abrams, the activities director here at Fergus Falls, and they said that Wilmer had people with the schedule already set that wouldn't be available for that one too. But it gets busy. A lot of games packed into January and February, so no question about that. As a matter of fact, Derek is right to my left here. And Derek, you want to chit-chat for a minute here? Yeah. So let's do it. But I tell you, a couple of storm days here too, but what's it like in the activities office right now? You and Amber kind of have things hopping?
It's a little bit busier than normal at this time of year, but yeah, we certainly are busy. We're rescheduling those. We had 8 games on Thursday night, so between all of our sports, but we'll get them in. We'll find a time, and we like it busy anyway. So.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I talked to Amber a little bit earlier. You had that nice fundraiser for Someplace Safe. Yeah. Raised about $1,000, but shout out to you and Amber for putting that together. She worked hard on that, didn't she?
She worked so hard on that, and really she came up with the idea about a week ago. It was a week ago Friday, and she started off by saying, I'm putting an order into Amazon, so you need to approve that real quick. And that's all I knew about it. Okay. But then she explained it to me, and I thought it was fantastic. And to put it together in 1 week with 17 different trees that we raffled off. And the important part is 17 different groups. We did a couple out of our office, but 17 different groups that decorated trees. And with that snow day on Thursday, when she came in Friday morning, I think we were a little worried that we pulled this thing off. But we were decorating up until about 2 minutes before we got the trees over here, and raised about $1,000, a little over $1,000 for Someplace Safe.
Awesome.
So,
hey, just take us under the hood a little bit, over the break now. I know we have the boys' Christmas tournament here, boys and girls basketball, but some of the booster clubs step up and help with that too, relieve a little bit of pressure for you guys.
Absolutely. We do a few things. There's still varsity games, so we're part of it, but both boys hockey boosters and then boys and girls basketball boosters, they really run the tournament. So they get the volunteers, 99% of the workers, all of that. So so they are a fundraiser. So for people coming to those tournament games, both basketball and hockey, you can expect a little different form of payment to get in. It's not through our GoFan and through the school, because all the money goes to help those boosters out, and because they're really running the show. So they do a great job.
A lot of teams, I know in hockey, are going away from the break tournaments like that, but I'm glad we still have one. The girls are going down to Hastings to play too.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing that in basketball too, basketball and hockey, where teams are just scheduling maybe 1 or 2 games over break instead of doing the big tournament. But there's something fun about those tournament games. You can do a few different things and make it kind of a tournament atmosphere. And like I said, our boosters do a good job of creating a tournament atmosphere for us. So I have so much fun with them. I'm glad we do them, but you're right. They're kind of going by the wayside.
Yep. Well, thanks a lot, Derek, for joining me impromptu. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anytime.
All right, go Otters. 3-1 is our score right now on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. We'll take another break and come back with more. We're getting closer to puck shop on period number 3.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Sparky's daughter. I didn't. Yeah. Hey, we're back here at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. Between the second and third periods, our break brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company. Hey, I want to tell you, too, about Running Stitches. They are the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Scoring for East Grand Forks, a pair of goals for Blake Schultz. First one was unassisted in the first period at 6:18. Then a power play goal at 11:05 from Laura Coastal. East Grand Forks makes it 3-0, 35 seconds into the second period. And it's number 9, Addie Gelman, and the assist going to Blake Schultz. And also number 25, Brooke Hecht, made it 3-0. And the Otters get one at 11:04 of the period, and that was scored by Avery Tunnison with an assist going to Ashton Wohlers. We are going to come back and drop the puck after this break. Right now, 3-1 is our score on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Hey, 3-1 is our score. Mark Johnson back with you. Thanks for tuning in on AM 1250 KBRF. Also streaming on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF Radio YouTube channel. Billy Lammers is our game side engineer. Right over here, Billy, a little wave there, doing a great job. And Otters are back out on the ice. Green Wave are back out on the ice. Officials are here. And the Zamboni is in the garage. Otter boys with a nice win last night by a score of 4-3. And a good win for the Otters. Brant Sherman with a pair of goals. And also Luke Johnson had a goal. And Brody Crine, who was our quality player of the game last night. So the Otters 3-1 now here on the Park Region scoreboard. And the Otters huddling around head coach Vattenstall. JV girls lost, was it 4-1 today? 3-1 in that JV game. So 3-1 in the JV game. So the Otters will start out. They still have 9 seconds to kill here. The penalty to Maddie Brimhall. As that bleeds over into the period. And so we're set to go here. Hannah Johnson, Avery Tonneson, Kinsey Zender, and Shea Katzenmeyer. Here we go, face-off. Johnson will face off against Schultz. Both of their brothers are played the USHL, Isaac and Brock Schultz. And the Otters are going to kill this one off as Kinsey Zender lifts it the length of the ice. Otters are back at full strength. Hannah Johnson back below the goal line to Tonneson. Side of the net. Picked up by Schultz. And then cleared out of the zone. And Kinsey Zender will hustle back after it. And they wave the icing off. Or no, pardon me, that was Katzenmeyer. Tonneson along the half wall. Picked up by Katz. Here's Shea. Good power turn in the corner. Just like she's getting away from her older brother, Jax. Played for the Otters. Along the near half wall, Ashton Wohlers trying to move it out. Over to the far side, Avery Tonneson taps it to Hannah. Hannah trying to get it over the line, does so to Tonneson, but the Otters are offsides. And Aubrey Nelson, Maddie Brimhall, and Brindley Show will come on the ice for Fergus Falls. It's important for the Otters to get one early here. Here's Maddie Brimhall. She'll win the draw. Back to Brindley Harris. Sends it in. Goaltender Emma Piper will stop behind the goal. Sent out to the point. DeBrito will send it back below the goal line. Aubrey Nelson will pick it up along the half wall in the corner. In comes Maddie Brimhall. Tried to send it back out, but it hit the referee in the skate. She was trying to get it out to DeBrito. Good back check by Scholl. And Rachel DeBrito hustles after it. Picked up by Maddie Brimhall. Now to Brindley Scholl. Here's number 41. Brindley gaining the zone. Brindley Scholl coming in on goal, short side. And the Otters are going to be on a power play as she was tied up on the way to the net. And the puck is touched by the Green Wave, so the Otters will go on the power play. Green Wave penalty comes at 1:38 of the period. And it's going to be a hooking call, most likely. Hooking call on number 17 of the Green Wave, Sydney McDonald. And so Avery Tonneson, Ashton Wohlers, Hannah Johnson, Rachel DeBrito, and Brooke Zierden. Here's Zierden from the point. Plays it to Wohlers. Ashton with a puck. Zierden with a shot. Rebound. Hannah Johnson in there on the rebound. Tonneson will pick it up, though. Avery below the goal line. Here's Avery with the puck. Avery Down to Wohlers. Wohlers, side of the goal. Shot, save made. Puck in the slot. Zierden comes in, rips one. Hannah Johnson on the rebound. Oh, and a nice save by Piper. Hannah, we'll be talking about that one at home tonight. We'll get one here, though. Puck into the slot. Picked up by Hannah. Hannah towards the goal. Into the slot area. Kept in. Zierden. Pucks, sticks going everywhere. And here comes the Otters. Brooke Zierden will gain the zone. Here's Brooke down in the corner. Play hockey. Johnson had it taken away. She poke checks it back, and it's cleared out of there. Oh, Hannah had a good chance on the rebound. And puck picked up here now by the Green Wave. Oh, 1T that time off the stick of Janicki. Here's Maddie Brimhall right below us. Ahead to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey, center of the ice, cuts back. Still with the puck. Behind the net. Aubrey will skate it in traffic. And it's taken away, and it's sent the length of the ice. 36 seconds left, and the one-man advantage for the Otters. There's times we just got to rip that puck. Good play, though. Good play. Puck out to neutral ice. Played in over the line. Picked up by Katzenmeyer. 20 seconds. One more rush here for the Otters. Here's Zender. Tried to get ahead to Scholl. A little too far for her. 13:36. 10 seconds to go. One more rush here for the Otters. Katzenmeyer to Nelson. Rink-wide pass. Here's Hannah right below us here with Scholl. Up the left side towards the net. Brindley Scholl after it. Sends it out front. Picked up by Avery Tonneson. Back out to Zender. Oh, good tip that time by Scholl. Good shot by Zender. Otters keep the pressure on. Here's Johnson. After it in the corner. Stays on the puck. In comes Tonneson. Comes out to the point. Otters had changed defensively. Pops out to Schultz. Look out. 2-on-2. Schultz, she gets over the blue line. She rips it. Schultz with the puck. Still with it. Walks in. Sends a shot on. And a good save that time by Ella Sem. And Schultz, she's a very good player. You can see she comes over the blue line and just shoots pucks. Put pucks on net. Otters trail 3-1. They picked up some more shots there now, but we got to get some find the back of the net. Hannah Johnson on the draw. The Otters are going to win it. DeBrito with a puck. Rachel out to Tonneson. Taps it back to Rachel. Here comes Rachel. Now ahead to Hannah. 2-on-1. Hannah Johnson over the line. Lost the puck. She broke her original stick, but normally there's a play we make. Here's Johnson with a puck. Momentarily against Schultz. Puck comes out. Wohlers will get it out to neutral ice. Here with 12:20 to play in the period. Puck played over the line. Kicked out of there by Avery Tonneson. Avery will play it through traffic. Nice play by Tonneson. Tried to find Ella Dirkman. Ella battling hard right below us here. Good job by Dirkman. Great play by Ella. Sent in, slapped out of the air nicely by Katzenmeyer. Pass to the center off of Dirkman's skate. Good stick that time by Zierden. And sent in by Katie Berggren. Otters trail 3-1 here with 11:49 to play in the hockey game. Berggren behind the net. Doing battle. And Berg now will move it out to neutral ice. Berg at center ice. Pass ahead. And right in front of the Otter bench, a battle for the puck. Zierden trying to clear it out of there. And now it's picked up here by Zender. Zender will pull it back. Gives it off to Brimhall. Too far for Brimhall. We got an icing call on the Otters. 11:18 to play here in the period. In the hockey game, the Otters trail by a score of 3-1. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Sem, Ella Sem. Face-off is won by Fergus Falls, Brindley Harris. Nice pass to Scholl. Scholl had it bounce off her stick. Defensive play that time by number 14, Balin. Berg had it hop over her stick. Here goes Scholl after it. In the corner. To the wing. Comes back out. Aubrey Nelson walks in. Shot there, and it went through traffic. Came into the near corner. Aubrey will pick it up behind the goal line. Man, Aubrey really goes. She's house of fire there. Berg takes a hit. She just got in the middle of Scholl And Maddie Brimholt playing the puck below us here, but it's picked up by Brindley. Brindley Scholes going to gain the zone through traffic. Tough on the puck shot and a save made. What a play by Brindley that time. She's down in the corner. Aubrey Nelson's going to dig it out of there. Aubrey's side of the goal. It's battling here. Good shift for this line. Comes out to neutral ice. Brindley Harris to Katzenmeyer. Shea will send it in on goal. Save made by Emma Piper. Hannah Johnson, Wohlers, and also Tonneson on for the Otters. Over the line, East Grand Forks, still with the puck. Number 17, Sydney McDonald. Played down below the goal line to Hecht. Picked up by Hannah. Looking ahead, finds Avery Tonneson. Now to Ashton Wohlers. Popped off the backhand. Wohlers after it. Tonneson will come in to help. Wohlers battling, but it's picked up there by Janicki. Janicki will move it out. She's a freshman. She can wheel. Janicki at neutral. Sent in behind Sem. Katzenmeyer swings along the boards. Wohlers sends it out. Over the line. Johnson on the forecheck. Comes out to point. Picked up by Katie Berggren. Here's Hannah with a puck. Ahead to Zierden. Zierden up the right side. Brooke Zierden has had a good game. Brooke behind the net. Comes around. Oh, and it was trying to go for the top cheese there, but it just popped off her stick. And now the puck picked up by Dronen. Dronen up the right side. Below the dot. Shot there. Missed left side of the net. Good things happen when you shoot stuff low on the ice like that. East Grand Forks keeps the pressure on. They'll send it in as Rachel DeBrito will go back after it. She'll send it along the boards to Brooke Zierden. Brooke gets it there to Ella Dirkman. Otters trying to move it out of their own end. Shot in on Ella Sem, and Sem makes the save. So we have 8:40 to play. We need a goal here. Down 3-1 on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. And so the face-off will be to right of Ella Sem. Maddie Brimhall will take the draw here. Won by Schultz. Quick shot. Save made. Picked up. And headman pass. Good job by Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey pulls it back up in the corner. Tried to send it back out, but it's picked up there by number 10, Peyton Varnson. Varnson up the right side for the East Grand Forks Greenway. Varnson shot there, directed over the far half wall. Played by Sydney McDonald. Shot in traffic. It was deflected, went over the top of the net. Varnson plays it out to Schultz. Schultz bothered there by Aubrey Nelson and Katzenmeyer. Varnson with the puck. Centering pass. Tried to get it to Gelman. Good job by Shea. Katzenmeyer. She'll bring it, suck the D down, and then brings it back out. Others trying to move it out, but it's kept in. There's a shot and a save made by Sem. Pressure by this first line of the Green Wave. Katzenmeyer sends it along the boards to Brindley Scholl. Brindley off to Avery Tonneson. Avery has a goal in the game. She's bumped off the puck. No call. Here's Varnson. Wohlers with a good stick. Puck right in the corner. Hannah Johnson sends it to DeBrito. Rachel with a puck. Tried to play it up along the boards. Picked up by Schultz. Good job by DeBrito tying her up. Brindley Harris comes in to help. Comes out to the point. Claire McDonald. That shot is blocked. Otters will play it out. Tonneson, rink wide to Wohlers. Wohlers up the left side. Wohlers, let's go to the goal. Jeepers. Kept in by Brindley Harris. Brindley shoots one near side. We've got to start going right to the net. Puck played below the goal line. Here's Schultz. Hannah Johnson bothers her, pokes it away. That's a good matchup. Hannah takes it away momentarily. Who's going to be the fire here? Claire McDonald at neutral. Zierden back after it. Picked up, sent near boards. Pops out. There's an interference call. That should have been an interference. No call there. Didn't have a chance to play the puck. Wow. We'll get a makeup call here. Played in there by Brooke Zierden. After it is Ella Dirkman. Puck pops out. Kept in by Katie Berggren. It should have been an interference call. And the Green Wave will try to move it out. Coastal Hands it off now to Brooke Hecht up the right side. Katzenmeyer back defensively, makes a good play. Katie Bergman will pick it up, move it out to neutral ice, then the Green Wave will drive it in. That was by, but it hit one of the Otter players. 5:49 to play now. Otters trail 3-1. Shot blocked there by DeBrito. Good job by Rachel. She'll circle back. DeBrito, headman pass to Aubrey Nelson. She'll send it, but not deep enough as Kleinwachter picked it off. Otters keep the pressure on, though. Or to the far side. And the puck pops out to neutral ice, picked up by DeBrito. Rachel with the puck. Near side pass to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey up the left side. Takes it down into the corner. Aubrey. In comes Brimhall to help. Puck comes out to Scholl. Now DeBrito winds. There's a shot and a toe save made with the left pad. Otters will lose possession out to neutral. Played back in. And Otters get a change here with 4:58 to play. Wohlers, Johnson, Tonneson on for Fergus Falls, but up the right side comes Jolie Aker. Aker sends a shot. Good stick by Katzenmeyer. Tonneson picks it back up, kicks it in her skates. Good job by Avery if she can win this puck battle. Ashton Wohlers gets in the way of traffic there. Katzenmeyer, Zender trying to move it out. Kinsey, puck right at neutral ice. Now they try to find Aker on the near side. Aker with a puck down in the corner. Bothered there by Katzenmeyer. Here's Hannah Johnson trying to move it out, but it's kept back in. Shot there, blocked there by Katzenmeyer off the stick. A hard shot by Gelman. Puck behind the net. And the puck comes out to the high slot area. Claire McDonald. Down in the corner with the puck is Janicki. Battling with Wohlers. Johnson picks it up. She'll survey it, gets it off to Wohlers. Wohlers try to get it out to neutral ice. Good pressure by East Grand Forks, so here with 3:52 to play in the hockey game. Pass, too far for Wohlers. Maddie Brimhall came on the forecheck, and Aubrey Nelson just about picked one off. And here comes Schultz up the right side. Schultz leaning in, backhand and a goal. And she's got the hat trick, 17th of the year. You got to know where number 8 is for sure. Good edges that time by Schultz. Time of the goal is 13:29 of the period. Schultz 17th of the year and the 8th of the game. Even strength goal here, and it's 4-1 Green Wave. Unassisted goal for Schultz. 3rd of the game and 17th of the year. 3:24 to play. Otters trail 4-1 on the Park Region scoreboard. Over to the far side. Pops out to Zender. She'll send one on, and a glove save made that time by Emma Piper. So 3:09 to play here on the Park Region scoreboard. 4-1 Green Wave. Shots on goal 25 for the Otters, 26 for East Grand Forks. Face off into the corner. Back behind the net and moving out is By. Comes to the near side. Wohlers will tap it back in. And it goes back below the goal line. Schultz will pick it up. Hannah Johnson steals it away. Battle along the half wall. Gelman. Wohlers gets a stick on it. Good stick by Wohlers. Here's Blake Schultz with a puck. Go behind her own goal. Over to the wing. Otters picked that one off momentarily. Now Varnson. Back the other direction. Varnson to Schultz. Schultz gains his own. Walks in. Shot there. Blocked by DeBrito. And now the Otters, Zierden tried to find Wohlers, and it's an icing call. Brooke was Black playing some defense there. Do you see that? So 4-1 is our score here. Otters trail in the Park Region scored with 2:22 to play. East Grand has played. This is their 14th game. It's a lot of games. Off the face-off out front. Shot save made by LSM. Here comes Claire McDonald shot. There's a save. Puck side of the net. Sem gets on top of it. We got a whistle with 2:06 to play, and the Otters trail 4-1. 2-0 after one. Green Wave 3-1 Green Wave. And then 4-1 East Grand Forks. 28 shots for the Green Wave, 26 for the Otters. 2:06 to play. Maddie Brimhall on the draw here against Kinsey Balin. They're going to bring in Brindley Scholl now for the face-off. And East Grand Forks is going to win the draw. Puck out now to neutral ice. Aubrey Nelson trying to get after it along with Scholl. Played back into the Otter end. 4-1 in favor of the Green Wave. Katzenmeyer. So Aubrey Nelson tried to center it, but it's picked up now by Maddie Brimhall. Plays it out to Scholl. Came off for Scholl, will send it out to neutral ice. Claire McDonald is there, but Aubrey Nelson with a good stick. Tries to backhand it in. And the Green Wave will send it, but picked off there by the Otters. Let's move it up the ice. Puck at neutral. Off the stick of Hannah Johnson. Wohlers will go back after it. Puck to the near side. Got to take some chances now. Puck out to neutral ice. Here comes the Green Wave. They touch it. It's an offsides call against the Green Wave with 1:09 to play here on the Park Region scoreboard. 1:09 to play, 4-1 in favor of East Grand Forks. Face-off is going to be won here by the Otters. Katie Berggren up the left side, sends it behind the net. Brooke Zierden. No, pardon me, that's Abby Schumann, pardon me. Abby Schumann. And away with the puck, though, comes Janicki. Right side pass to Aker. Aker walks in. Shot blocked by DeBrito. And Schumann will pop it out to neutral ice here with 41 seconds to play. Over the line. Tapped. And forward. Here's Hannah Johnson up the left side. Hannah walking in. Try to get around. Here's Johnson in the corner with it now. Still with the puck. Out to Zierden. Zierden rips one. Blocker save made 20 seconds ago in the period. Chip to the near side. Puck at neutral. Up the left side of it now is Janicki. She'll send it in. 10 seconds to go. Katzenmeyer. 5 seconds. And that'll be the end of the hockey game as Cats will just skate it out here. The Otters lose it by a score of 4-1. And their record goes to 5-6. East Grand Forks, they get their 9th win of the season. 9-5. They've already played 14 games thus far. Fergus Falls wins it or loses 4-1. Shots on goal. East Grand Forks 28, Fergus Falls 27. Both teams are shaking hands at mid-ice. We'll come back after this break with our post-game show. Again, the Otters lose it here 4-1. Park Region service beyond the connection.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. The Otters lose it here by a score of 4-1. Let's recap the scoring in this one. And we'll name our quality player of the game. We'll talk to Otter head coach Isaac Vattenstall. So East Grand Forks gets on the board 6:18 into the first period. 15th of the year for Blake Schultz. It was an unassisted goal. East Grand Forks ended 11:05 of the period. Schultz second of the night, 16th of the year. And the assist goes to Laura Coastal. And that was a power play goal, made it 2-0. Shots on goal were even 12-12 at the end of the first period. Then East Grand Forks, 35 seconds into the period. It's the 6th of the year for Addie Gelman. That was assisted by Schultz and also by, you too, Robbie, Merry Christmas, by Schultz and number 25, Brooke Hecht, made the score 3-0. Still in the second period, Otters get one at 11:04 of the period. Third of the year for Avery Tonneson, assisted by Ashton Wohlers, made the score 3-1. They had changed goaltenders, though. The first half of the game was played by number 30, Reese Kasager, and then Emma Piper came in and gave up that one goal to the Green Wave. East Grand Forks then, in the third period, they get one more goal at 13:29, an unassisted goal, and it's number 8 with her third of the game, third of the game, and she had an assist, so a 4-point night for Blake Schultz. That was at 13:29 of the period. Shots on goal were 21-19 East Grand Forks after 2 periods of play. And in the final period, the Otters do outshoot the Green Wave 8-7, but the shot totals favor East Grand Forks 28 and Fergus Falls 27. So the combined goaltender of Kasager and Piper ends up, they stop 26 of 27, and LSM, and this one stops 24 of 28. And so that's your box score for this one, as the Otters lose it here by a score of 4-1. We'll come back with more on our post-game show and name our quality player after this and talk to head coach Vattenstall in just a bit.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
They were back here. 4-1 is our final score here on the Park Region Telephone scoreboard. Our quality player of the game, we'll name that right now. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls, 998-4027. Our quality player of the game tonight is going to be number 8, Avery Tonneson. She had the lone goal for Fergus Falls. It was assisted by Ashton Wohlers, but Avery killed penalties tonight, had the lone goal, and had a good outing here tonight. So Tonneson is our quality player of the game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. And again, matinee and afternoon crowd here from Fergus Falls. We'll take a break and come back and talk to Coach Vattenstall. Again, the Otters lose it 4-1.
Your holiday gift guide has arrived at the Minnesota Motor Company. Now through December 27th, purchase a full set of GM floor liners or schedule a complete vehicle detail and get a $100 car wash gift card. Looking for a deal on car washes? Purchase a $100 car wash gift card and get $20 free. They have a gift for all the drivers on your list.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena as the Green Wave get their 9th win of the season. They are 9-5 on the season. The Otters, now the record stands at 5-6. So the Otters have played 11 games, 14 games played so far for East Grand Forks, and most likely they don't have a Christmas holiday tournament because of that. But the girls' hockey season starts 2 weeks ahead of the boys, so it goes very, very quickly. It's amazing how quickly it does go. So, but the Otters have some opportunities coming up here And again, in that tournament down in Hastings. And Craig Olson will give you all the updates on those games. We have the Otter Boys tournament on the air as well. And so let's just take a quick look at what's upcoming here as far as the broadcast schedule. So even the announcers get a little break right now up until Christmas. But the Otters are open up on the 29th in their Holiday Classic. And I believe we open up with Albert Lee, 7 o'clock. That game will be on 97 on 977. And then Tuesday, the Otters will play again on the 30th, and then on Wednesday the 31st. And so those are the 3 broadcast games. They will also be streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF YouTube channel. So those games will be upcoming. And so Otter girls will play tomorrow night on the road at Wilmer. They'll take on the Cardinals down there. That is a makeup game. The Otter boys game that they were supposed to play against Wilmer on Thursday has not been rescheduled. You heard from Derek Abrams, the activities director between the second and third periods, but it's a lot of cancellations, you know, when you have games like that where the Otters, and not only just to schedule the hockey teams, we have the basketball teams, and you have Nordic ski team, and just a lot of stuff like that, gymnastics and different things to kind of take care of and get scheduled. So, and again, the lone goal for the Otter was Avery Tennyson from Ashton Wohlers, and that was at 11:04 of the second period. Those are the only 2 goals in this game, or the only goal in the game for the Otters, as we still look to get above that 500 mark as they get on to the Christmas tournament. Those will be some good teams they'll play down in Hastings, so look forward to all the action down there as well for the Lady Otters. Take one more time out before we wrap things up. Otters lose at 4-1. We'll be back after this break.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and...
We're back here at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. And I don't know if Isaac Von Saul is going to come up and join us here or not. Looking down there, a lot of parents gathering and players gathering. And Gals played hard, but just came out on the other end of this one here tonight. Going to begin Blake Schultz with 3 goals and an assist for the Green Wave. The other Green Wave goal was scored by Addie Gelman. The lone goal for the Otters scored by Avery Tonneson. And again, Fergus Falls will take on Wilmer coming up here next Monday night. And so that'll be the last game of the year. And that's a road game down against Wilmer. Again, had a good trip up north last weekend where the Otters lost a couple games. Their most recent win was over River Lakes. And see if the Otters can turn things around here second half of the year. Again, a change in coach, change in systems coming into this new year. 4-1 is our final score. And I think I might wrap things up here. And we'll get things rolling here into the new year. Again with the Otter Boys Holiday Classic. Otter Boys coming off a nice win against a section opponent, 4-3. That was last night. So that was a fun one at that. And so Fergus Falls now, the girls are, Otter Boys are 3, their 3rd win of the year, and the Otter girls now at 5 and 6. So we're going to wait 1 second here. Otherwise, I think we're going to wrap things up here. Again, Billy Lammers was our game side engineer and cameraman. And everybody have a Merry Christmas. Remember, Jesus is the reason for the season. And have a Happy New Year. We'll be back on the air on the 29th. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRF Sports video streaming presentation. Today's game is brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. The Viking Cafe and the Viking Cafe keys to the game. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapies Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otter Tail Coaches. Fresh and Fancy at Mamashina's. FM Bank. Service Food. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. American Legion Post number 30 of Fergus Falls. Lake Country Graphics. LB Homes. And by Running Stitches Embroidery. We hope you enjoyed this KBRF video sports streaming presentation. You can see this game and others by going to kbrfradio.com, clicking on sports streaming, the KBRF